Hello people of the internet, it is I, Silverback Dragon here, back with more Fate Grand Order, where today we're continuing Ordeal Call to Inescapable Gehenna id with Section 18. For this is a prison. Once more. If you want to show me some support, make sure to like this video, comment down below, and if you want to catch more vids, subscribe to the channel. I get constant FGO, well not constant FGO, but I do a lot of FGO content, including every section of this Ordeal Call, piece by piece, in their individual videos, but without further ado, let us continue with Section 18. For this is a prison. Once more. Is he, though? Had an interesting ending. The betrayal was unexpected. I don't trust Cagliostro, and I'm confused with regards to Dante's. But welcome, Zahak. Welcome to the stream. Happy things. Huh. Dante's. Oh, man. I think we gotta go for the more jokey option here. Because, again, this will tell... I think going for the more jokey option will tell me if this is our Dante's. Because I feel like we have a good rapport with our Dantes, you know? He's smiling. Okay. That's not a good sign. Trying to pick up a new language or two. Oh. Nice. What languages are you thinking of picking up? Cagliostro is like a klepto, but instead of constantly stealing its betrayal, that's how I see him. I could see it. There probably is a term. Huh? What's that look about? It's hard to say for sure since you're wearing a mask. So I'm probably just imagining things because I doubt you'd actually do this, but... Did you just smirk at what Master said? It certainly seemed that way to me. Kagekyo? What is it? Cagliostro just said that his archenemy is using these 7 trials to whittle down Master's mind and soul, and that his ultimate goal is to stop humanity's revival. You did, yes. I did. Then Master asked him who his arch-enemy is. Who brought him to this Tokyo, imposed these trials on him, and killed his family. That's a lot of languages to try and learn, man. Yeah, base Spanish is probably the easiest of the bunch. And in response, he showed up. So what are we waiting for? Come, Master. Alter. Saleri. Now that our sworn enemy is in sight, do you imagine we have time to simply stand around licking our chops? Don't be absurd. Ooh, he's got a flamey sword. Okay, again, I don't think that these trials are meant to whittle us down. I think they're trying to make us into an Avenger. That, or, again, we've only seen the one side of the coin of Avenger. We've seen the side of absolute hate and the fire that it causes. We've not seen the other side of the coin, the love and affection that can cause somebody to lose it and become an Avenger. Yes, the scene is a good pretense for it because of how closely it hits to home, but we still need more of that, I feel. Kagekyo. Come on, follow my lead. Open your eyes and take a good look at him. He's standing right before Master, yet he clearly is prepared for battle. That explains it. I was going to congratulate you on overcoming the 4th trial and let me tell you the final 3 were about to begin. But it seems I underestimated you. What do you mean? Now don't be hasty. It's still too soon. I'm not yet the one you must face. This is not where my 7th trial will take place. That being said, the 5th and 6th trials will take place across the entirety of my prison. In that regard, I commend your spirit, Taira no Kagekyo. I see why you are regarded as hatred incarnate. Oh no! Oh no, he's got Riz! This Dantes has the charisma skill! He's wooing Kagekyo to his side! Oh no, Janice, how do you feel about this? Why don't you talk your way out of this? Kagekyo, he's just saying he's not gonna fight us here, I think. I see. I suppose I can understand that. Ignore the rest. How he says it doesn't matter. Getting hung up on his words is just playing into his hands. I remember now. This is what you're like, isn't it? You've been lurking behind the scenes, acting all cryptic since we got here. So I'd almost forgotten. But look at you now. You're doing just fine. Back when you were hanging out by Master's feet, you looked like your magical energy was almost gone. What was all that about, then? An act? I don't get it. You're the one who called us here, right? And now you're, what, our enemy? If this is a joke, then it's time to cut the crap. Or don't, and I'll burn you till there's nothing left. Dantes, please tell me something. What's going on here? Hey, asshole. I can deal with you ignoring me. We've got a whole oil and water thing going on between us. But Master? Don't you dare ignore Master when he's talking to you. I said, answer the question right now. You hear me? Say something, damn it! We're talking about whether you did it or not. What? What the hell was that? Don't you us. Who and what were you responding to, huh? Are you trying to piss us all off? Since when do you use a sword? For that matter, were you always such a hardcore close-range fighter? That's enough, Alter. You too, Kagekyo, sheathe your swords. If that's true, if that is true, I will never roll for him. Master hasn't ordered us to attack, and Dantes there hasn't made any threatening moves toward us. From the sound of it, it's likely he's our enemy. Even so, Master, the decision is yours to make. Stand down for now. Dantes, I need you to be straight with me. You haven't answered any of my questions. The final moment approaches. 3 trials remain, including mine. They shall therefore be called the final 3. If you wish to conclude your journey and reach Antarctica, then you must attempt them. Both the 5th and 6th trials will pit you against fire of unparalleled strength. If you do not fight with all your might, the whole of your soul, you will not walk away with your lives. Fight. Overcome. I will be waiting for you at the entrance of despair. He's under the spirit form. Wait. See, after rolling for him, there's still one more Avenger to roll for, so for this count, or for the OG count. I mean, if they are the same person, if this is just... Because I already have the OG Dantes, and he's a bro, but if this is just, like, a straight evolution of him, essentially, like, we've had a lot of those, like, where a servant gets an upgraded Saint graph. Like, Kagetora with Uesugi Kenshin. Uesugi is just a straight upgrade to Kagetora. Demon King Nobu is just a straight upgrade to baseline Nobu. That kind of stuff. So if it is something like that, then Dante's may honestly go into the second archive. I will not burn a servant, but he honestly might go in the second archive, and I will not roll for his upgraded form if they are the same person. If they're different, then I'm fine with the OG Dante's, but I will never roll for this Dante's. I mean, it's got to be a different Ascension, obviously. Or a different version. Because, again, as shown in the last section, Cagliostro is a 4-star servant, which tells me there's still a 5-star servant to come, so I don't sense him anywhere nearby. Frickin' duh, he just disappeared. There's no way we can go after him in his spirit form, and we still can't sense hide nor hair of his magical energy. No, wait, hold on a damn second. Is this actually happening? Grammar! The words... Did he really just flip those words around? I get it. Those kind of grammar mistakes are incredibly easy to make. I made so many of them, but it's just reading them. I don't know. Just seeing and reading them it rubs me the wrong way, you know. I don't catch it when I'm writing, but when I catch it when I'm reading, I react. And books it in spirit form? I've never fought him seriously before, but I believe he has great promise as a villain. Just when I thought it was the perfect time for him to show himself. What a classy retreat. It was quite effective taunt. An army provoked to such a degree would surely be so enraged they would need considerable time to regroup. To that I can only say, well done. I hope to employ similar tactics the next time I provoke the Genji. You think he's taunting us? Nah, not a chance. That's not how he operates. I'm pretty sure that was just him being him. Seems clear this Count is entirely capable of infiltrating a place and escaping on his own. Yes, we just fought a difficult battle, but he was still able to hold his own against you two, each powerful Avengers, and make a perfectly clean getaway. The Edmund Dantes registered at Chaldea could never do anything like that. Never mind the differences in his appearance or combat style. They don't matter. The important thing to note is his incredible stealth capabilities. He appeared before us in the blink of an eye and did so without revealing a hint of servant aura or magical energy to alert us. Excuse me. When did he gain that ability and how? It sounds like he just has presence concealment. He only used his spirit form when he made his escape. He was quite clearly still in physical form when he appeared. As I said, he is my arch-enemy and the one behind this entire incident. All of this version of Tokyo is his personal garden. That is why he's able to seemingly appear from thin air. Well, in his case, I'm sure he could still do so easily regardless. Seriously? That's so funny, and why the hell are you acting like you're on our side anyway? Because I am. Oh, of course, silly me! What do you want to do with us, Clown Master? You may do with me as you wish. I assure you I am on humanity's side. I am your ally. I will follow your orders obediently. If you think me suspicious, you simply need command me to go away. Cagliostro? Yes? What about you being the third... That's a good point. What about you being the third trial? A lie. Thanks to my infiltration, the third trial is effectively moot. If I had to guess, I would say that between Boudica and... me? Yes, it appears each of you served as half the trial, so together counted as completing the third. Oh, come on, just like that? It's my archenemy had been Dante's decision to make, and I dare say Avengers excel at making arbitrary decisions, wouldn't you? Oh, right, my apologies. I almost forgot. You're all Avengers yourselves, aren't you? I should have chosen my words more carefully. You certainly like to talk. On that I agree. I also cannot help but notice your tendency to express your opinions as objective facts. I'm a cold, calculating man. Well, I'm only half joking. Seriously? That was supposed to be a joke? I only meant that I was able to learn some things while I was pretending to be the third trial. I had a number of chances to interact with both the Queen and Dante's, you see. I suppose that does make sense. Right. Yeah, I'm not ready to trust you yet. I'm gonna keep an eye on you, Cagliostro. Oh my, how very strict. But under the circumstances, I of course understand your caution. Kage-kyo. It happens quite a lot, J6. It happens quite a lot. Understood. I'll cut off his head if he tries anything untoward. I take it that's all right with you? If that's how it must be, that is how it must be. Seems way too lenient to me, but if that's what you want, fine. In the meantime, I'm still trying to wrap my head around all this. Mind if I try to sort it out? For starters, who the hell is that Dante's anyway? Let's ask him ourselves. You silently call out to the shadow at your feet. More specifically, resolutely plead to the man beyond the shadow. You implore him to show himself, to answer your questions. You don't even mind if he doesn't speak as long as you can see him again. What? Why are you staring at your feet all of a sudden? Wait just a damn minute. You don't actually think he's gonna show up again, do you? We just saw him run off with them in a mask to who knows where. He's not still gonna be hanging around your feet. Again, maybe that was a different version of him. Huh? Or maybe not. Come on, Dante's, appear. Master, what do you mean different? Okay. OG Dante's is still cool. I am still cool with the OG Dante's. His expression there. Cagliostro's expression. Don't trust that bastard. Huh? What? Huh? He actually showed up. Yes, I can see that. Now quiet. Come on, how can you not be shocked by this? He's got the jacket. His magical energy stretched quite thin. The masked Count's energy was completely hidden. But here it's clearly just running low, and it's obvious why. First, he used a great deal of magical energy to bring Ultra and me here during the fight against Britomart Ultra. Second, he's been using magical energy to enhance the three of us on a constant basis. We've all experienced the like. So does that mean this flimsy Dante's and the masked one we just saw are different people with different spirit origins? Yes, they are. And assuming this shadow is the Dante's we know at Chaldea, the masked one must be a newly summoned spirit origin. Maybe he is, maybe... What? What's that all supposed to mean? I honestly don't know what that's supposed to mean. Exactly what he said. Perhaps he is, perhaps he is not. But regardless, you seem to have an idea of who he is. Am I wrong, Master? Explain. Please, explain! Explain to your servants and explain to me, because I don't know what's going on. The Gehenna of your mind. I see. I guess I see? Hang on, give me a sec. I think I've got it, but let me make sure. So, you're saying there's been a Dante's hanging out in the recesses of your mind this whole time, and it's not the guy we see at Chaldea. What? I thought... What? I thought that Dante's just hung out in our head. There's always been 2 Dantes. Since when has there always been 2 Dantes? Did I miss an interlude or something? Since when has there always been 2 Dantes? I thought they were one and the same. I even made the joke, yeah, like at the beginning of the whole Ordeal Call, yeah, the reason you don't see him that much is because he hangs out in our head all the time. Huh. I legitimately thought they were the same person. That must date back to the prison tower incident. According to the records I've seen, Master's mind and soul were trapped for 7 days in a singularity, the coordinates of which were not known. That singularity was created by the Count of Monte Cristo, Edmond Dantes, on behalf of the king of demon gods. Oh. Is that the time when Master was in REM mode for a whole week? It must have been. In the end, the singularity was resolved and the Count of Monte Cristo opposing Chaldea disappeared. Of course, that was a different spirit origin, in essence a different person, than the Edmond Dantes we know at Chaldea. However, so that Dantes didn't actually disappear, but instead, whatever is left of that spirit origin must have been inside a Master this whole time? So the one in our head is the prison tower event Dantes, then. How did he go? How is he stronger? The Dantes we summoned per the original bit of this Ordeal Call sort of walked off and started coughing up blood. If they have different spirit origins, it could be a bleeding effect, except more parasitizing, perhaps? Because, I mean, we know that per Shiro and Heroic Spirit Emiya, there is a bleeding effect between the two, where Shiro was able to see the dreams of the past of Emiya and gain some of his skills. It could... if there is the Dantes we summon at Chaldea and a Dantes trapped in our head, there's gonna be some connection because servants and dream connection and all that. So maybe the head Dantes started to siphon our Dantes and reduced him to the shadow that we currently have. Maybe? That's the best I can come up with. Since all the way back at the prison tower, that's a long-ass time. Is that true? Has he really been with you this whole time? Wow, the passage of time is being confirmed. Are we confirmed to not be, what, they said 17? Can we get confirmation that we are technically old enough to drink? I think so. I see. You don't say. So, like, he's just been there 24/7 for years. Years! True, but I'm tired of it coming up in FGO. Yeah, I guess so. It's like he's there and not there at the same time. He only exists in my dreams or something. But, like, doesn't that make him kind of like a parasite or something? From what Master's explained, he sounds more akin to an immune system or a kind of filtration device. He takes the dregs of the threats, hostility, fear, and all other malignant data that accumulate in the depths of Master's mind on his journey to restore humanity, and reduces them all to ash. I mean, you say that, but we have the likes of Shootin' Doji, who literally is all about drinking. And heck, MASH was technically drunk in that original event. Off of the fumes. And now it's just, oh yeah, she doesn't need to actually drink alcohol to think she's drunk. But all the way back in the original Rashomon event, MASH got drunk. Legitimately drunk. Exactly, and with all this development, the MC is their own defined person, so the self-inserting can stop. So basically, he incinerates bad stuff, huh? Okay, I get that. But it's still creepy as hell. Oh, and another thing. I'm only hearing about this shit now, but it sounds like Amakusa and the other Jean kind of already knew about it? And they're both rulers. Yes, is that what... Okay, time out. When did Amakusa and... Why are they being included in this conversation? Was Amakusa even out at the Prison Tower event's time? I honestly don't... When was Amakusa released? He was around at the time of Janta because of Santa Island Mask. But I don't remember when he was first originally released. I don't get why we're bringing Jean and Amakusa in on this. It's just like, you think you know a guy, you think he's part of your Avenger crew, and then you find out he kept all this crucial stuff from you the whole time? Bastard. You could interpret that way if you choose, I suppose. No, it's kind of cute to see you get so worked up, Walter. There's nothing at all strange about wanting to know your friend's secrets. Fred, we're not friends. You can shut that shit down right now. Keep saying that kind of crap and I'll burn you both to the ground. My, how bloodthirsty. I feel as though I'm being lumped in somewhat unfairly there. At any rate, Master, you're saying you think this Dante's may not be the one from Chaldea, or even a newly summoned version, but the remnants of the man you encountered at the prison tower. I mean, the man we encountered at the prison tower was our enemy, so... Can't rule it out. Gotcha. I see. Hence the 7 trials. I don't know. Something's still not adding up for me. I get what you're saying, Master, but it still sounds like a real mess. Probably because the guy still refuses to say a damn word. Seriously, it's kind of freaky how you just showed up without even saying anything. So, according to Master, it sounds like the you from the prison tower and the you from Chaldea share some of the same memories or something? You'd be making our lives a lot easier if you just tell us whether that's true. Of course, you're not saying a damn thing, are you? Come on, you can give us at least a yes or a no, yeah? So answer me this. Is that masked bastard the one from the prison tower? You don't even have to say anything. Just, like, nod or shake your head or something. The shadow did nothing. There was no answer, but just once, ever so slightly. Yes and no. Oh-ho. Well now. He moved. He actually responded. But which was it? Yes or no? Gotcha. So that's how it is, huh? First I thought he was completely ignoring us, like the masked one. But maybe him showing up means he wants to help? If that's true, then I have even more questions for him. If we can ask the right yes or no questions, maybe he can tell us what that masked count wants, and where he... Nope! Peace out! Well, never mind. You know, if he's low on magical energy, why don't we just give him some magical energy? It seems his magical energy was even lower than before. I doubt we'll be able to call on him whenever we like. The records of the prison tower said, and I saw at Chaldea's that it lasted for 7 days and had 7 trials. And now we face 7 trials here as well. Why is the Master Count doing this? He did say something about them being necessary to reach Antarctica at the end of our journey. But Chaldea will never be able to make it there if we can't raise our Foundation of Humanity value rating. So then what could these trials be? This is not good. We may have taken a little too long. The trial's over, yes, but there's still no sign of the people, any people anywhere, which means the trial ground must have been renewed. Forgive me, everyone. I should have been more careful. Please, get ready. The next ones are coming. Excuse me. Uh-oh. Two. Trials 5 and 6 are coming in. Was that 2 trumpets? That was fast and in rapid succession this time, too. Guess the lull in fighting's over now that the leader's revealed himself. Fine with me. Bring it on. Fair enough, Zahak. Fair enough. There's only 3 trials to go, yeah? Let's get these 2 over and done with. And that was section 18. So, for those watching this on the YouTube... Oh, wow. That's a filter over the world. Everything's gotten a negative filter. Interesting. For those watching on YouTube, be sure to tune in tomorrow to see section 19 of Ordeal Call 2. Make sure to like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel so you get the notifications for when the next video comes out. Maybe we will find out if this really is Dante's and if I will have to never roll for him. But for now, I will see you tomorrow, YouTube.